My name is Jason Gilbert, and I am a Caymanian doing it. My name is Jason Gilbert, and I am from Georgetown, Grand Cayman. I am a record producer, songwriter, engineer, DJ, artist. I'm everything music. I got into music by just being around my dad. My dad was a DJ, and I grew up just always hearing music around, seeing music around, and I had access to all of his records. And at first I wanted to be a DJ, and while just listening, I got more interested in how the records were made. Who wrote the songs, reading the credits and stuff like that. And I just found myself more intrigued with wanting to be a creative. What I enjoy most about music is I get to fully express myself. No matter how I'm feeling, happy, sad, whatever emotion I'm feeling, I get to fully express that through my art. My advice to anyone who wants to get into the field of music is, treat it like any other profession that you'd want to do, like for example, law. If you wanted to be an entertainment lawyer, you still had to learn all the other various areas of law, right? So treat music the same way, learn to play an instrument, learn the language, which is to learn to read and write music, learn the business side of it, learn every possible aspect you can. That way you can ensure that you can be successful in it. Being Caymanian for me means that I'm unique, in a world of almost 8 billion people, there are less than 40,000 Caymanians. So that tells me that I'm unique, and I come from a very unique culture, and I'm very proud of that. I think people can show their Caymanian pride by learning as much as they can about the heritage of the country and as much as they can about the culture, so that they can embrace it, know how to identify it, show the identity, and also support everything local. For example, I'm in the arts, music. Learn as much as you can about what's going on in your Caymanian arts and support it. The islands themselves, I feel blessed to come from such a beautiful place, beautiful people. I've lived in large cities, so when I come home, I like how small the community feels. I know a lot of people. I love the food, the beaches, the diversity. I felt that being from such a diversified place, I learned all these different cultures and music, and I'm able to put that in my art, It would be Bobo, which means boy. You could just use it in so many ways, like, yeah, Bobo, going on. And one of the most famous terms is not today, Bobo. I would recommend any visitor to Cayman for the first time to definitely visit a district like East End, West Bay. I grew up in Georgetown myself, but I lived in East End for some time, and that's where I learned a lot about the heritage of Cayman. And just being able to talk to the people, I got a lot of the old stories about Cayman. So definitely visit East End, because I find it's a small community, and if you speak to the locals, you can get a lot of information on Cayman's heritage. The one thing I would like to see improve in Cayman is just our identity and culture, heritage, just being in your face. I've visited so many other countries, and as soon as you step off the plane, like for example, you go to Jamaica, for example, as soon as you step off the plane, you're in Jamaica. You don't have to ask what's Jamaican, you know what I mean? It's in your face. I've been to Bali. Like I said, as soon as you get there, you just are in Bali. You don't have to ask what Bali is, what the culture is about. It's just in your face, And I think that's important with Cayman being such a melting pot and having so many different nationalities here who's bringing their own cultures. I feel it's very important for our culture to just be loud and well identified. I think the solution to that would be us Caymanians really learning our heritage, so that we can, pass it along to our children to make sure it don't just die out. So find better ways of continuation of the heritage so that it's visible in today's culture. As a Caymanian producer, being from such a small place, when I started, I had Charles Gregory, my mentor, who built Hopscotch. I had him as a mentor, luckily, but there weren't a lot of people with huge international success. Like if you're from Jamaica, for example, or Trinidad, you got Marshall Montana. Like you got all these people to look at as examples of what to do. I didn't really have a lot of that. Like I said, I had Charles Gregory, Lamy, and them from MOJ that taught me a lot. I say that to say I wasn't very confident in what I had to contribute. Also, being from Cayman, I didn't think I had a lot to offer to global music industry. And as I went off and worked internationally, I realized, I have a very unique perspective being from Cayman, which helped a lot in my success. And having learned everything I learned, looking back now, I see a great opportunity in Cayman, all the expertise that I've gained to help develop the music industry here, which is why one of the first things I did was start my school, the Jason Gilbert Recording School. That way I can start with the youth, teach them everything I know to hopefully have a more thriving music industry in Cayman.